Hey friends, I am back again with another resort review. This is our second part of our Cabo experience. This is the luxury resort that we stayed at. If you're looking for a little bit more budget friendly, I suggest going back to our other video where we talked about our experience at Pueblo Bonito Sunset Resort. But for our luxury experience, we've tried out one of the most talked about, very highly rated, very luxurious resort in Cabo, Waldorf Astoria, Los Cabos Pedregal. If you look for reviews, I mean, people talk so highly of this resort. It's very beautiful. It's very well known. A lot of people go there because it's a Hilton, under Hilton resorts. And so if you have status there, points, things like that, people love to go there. And it's just recommended as a very, very luxury experience. So we like luxury. So we had to try it out in our first time going to Cabo, like, of course. And of course, let's get straight into it. It's overrated. In our humble opinion, it's a bit overrated. I mean, this hotel or this resort will cost you about $2,000 a night. And so, you know, if you're spending that money, your expectations are a bit high because this is not an all-inclusive resort. So you still need to eat and drink. And also, this is a family-friendly resort, so that means kids are allowed. So, I mean, good or bad, that depends on how you feel about the family. We love the adult side of life, the adult-only side of life. But yeah, so we just felt it was overrated. It's a very lovely, very nice resort, but honestly, it's a bit overrated. And of course, we're going to get into the details. I'm going to go into, first the overall feel of the resort and the resorts generally, and then I'll talk about the food, so important. And then we'll go into kind of just the service and just our general thoughts. And of course, I'm saying our, and you're like, who is us? Who is we? Olu is here, okay? He's not here physically, but his opinion is within this video. So I keep saying we, in case you're wondering. The resort is beautiful. Honestly, it is so, so beautiful. You go in, it's serene. The views of the ocean is just right there by the pool. The pool is just, has one of those, like endless, feels where it just looks like you're falling into the ocean. The waves, you can hear it. It's just so beautiful. I love how they use the textures of the buildings. It's just very like rock and mountainous and really fits into Cabo with kind of like this desert feel. It is very, very, very beautiful. It's a smaller resort, so it's easy to walk around to get to one place to the other. But it is on the smaller side. Like the gym was pretty small. The rooms, I think they were pretty spacious. I'll show you about those later. But overall, I think it's a nice resort. It's very easy to navigate, very easy to get around, has all the things you need. It's really, really beautiful, really relaxing, very serene. So I'll give them that. You come in, you drive through like a tunnel, which is really cool. And then once you enter the tunnel, you kind of just see the beauty of the resort. So very, very beautiful resort. If you really want to understand our experience there and, enjoy it with us, make sure you check out our vlog in Cabo. And so you can really see and experience everything with us and get a better feel of if you think you'll enjoy there. A thing to keep in mind, because I kept seeing in reviews that the resort is super close to like the downtown area, very walkable. While I admit it is walking distance to downtown, I think people lie don't trust everything you hear on the internet. People lie. They're like, oh, it's a 5-10 minute walk. It's not a 5-10 minute walk. And especially if you're going when it's hot, like in September, you really need to consider this walking distance that people are talking about because it's at least a mile. And I would say a mile if you get them to drive you like through the tunnel, because the tunnel itself is probably like half a mile. But from the entrance of the resort to the downtown area, I would say it's at least like a mile walk. So that's still walkable, 15, 20 minutes, but that's to the edge of the street. If you're trying to get further in, I mean, it is a good walk, which can be very tiring. And so, you know, people talk about this because it's not so affordable to eat at the restaurant. They're like, you can just easily walk to town. That's a lot of walking, like back and forth. So I just definitely want to keep that in mind if you're looking at the resort, because I kept putting it in the GPS and I'm like, people kept saying it's a 5-10 minute walk. I'm like, where is there like a walking path that's different? Because I'm not seeing the shortcut, and maybe I just missed the shortcut period while I was there. But I would say it's about like a mile walk. So I don't know if you would want to go every single meal off of the resort walking there. And it's, you know, Ubers or taxis or whatever, they cost money. They definitely overcharge you because you're coming from the Waldorf Astoria. Like, apparently you got money. So that is also a burdensome problem that you're dealing with too. And so it just ended up, we took a lot of Ubers. It was just way too hot for us to be walking like that. We took a lot of Ubers, and I think each Uber was like, I feel like it was like $5, $10 each way, probably like $10, $8 to $10 each way. But it was like literally a mile drive. So it was way, way overpriced. All right, so now let's get into the tour of the room that we stayed in, which was very beautiful. And then also a little tour of the gym, which I said was on the smaller side. So for all you gym babes out there, you know, maybe something you're a little disappointed in, because the gym also didn't have like a view either. You know, oftentimes if you're on the treadmill, you like to see a nice little view. It also didn't have a view, which I felt was like a little disappointing too. Let's go see. So once you come in, you have like a desk right here. And then you have the restroom, the hall, of course. You have the restroom right here, which is really nice. Double sink, gotta love it. That's what we were missing in our other place. Big mirror. You have a little toilet room in there. Nice big shower. Is there a door? Okay, good. I hate when there's not a door, because then water gets everywhere. Ooh. Let me look at the... Oh, I don't know what these products are. I'm interested to try the products. For a minute, I thought they were Le Labo, but they're not. So let me try those products. They have a nice cute tub here. Little loofah. They actually have, oh, I think they actually have a bubble bath, which is rare because I feel like all the places have tubs and they never give you like bath stuff. So that's a plus. And then they give you a little welcome gift here, which is tequila. And then it has like some nuts as well. And then a little take-home gift is this glass heart, which apparently is very special in Cabo. We love glass ornaments. Olu's already made himself comfortable. We have the nice bed. We actually got upgraded to an ocean view instead of, I really don't know what the other one was. It was a view of some sort. So that's the entrance to the bathroom right there. The bed, and then the balcony. Oh, lovely. The balcony is really nice. Oh. Okay, and then you even have like a plunge pool for us to hang out in, which we love. Don't have to go mess with other people. You can just be in your own plunge pool. And then look at our view. There's a pool there, which is really nice. And then I think this is the ocean view that they upgraded us to, which is really nice, right down there. So as you can see, it has basically the necessities. It's small, but I mean, it has cardio machines. It has different weight machines that you can use. Also has free weights. There's a room that has some more weights in the back and some like stretching space. All right, the food, most important part. The food on the resort is really good. I'll tell you, we had a very good experience with the food at the resort. However, this is where the negative kind of experience comes in, overrated kind of experience comes in. The food is so expensive at the resort. I mean, the reviews will tell you the food is so expensive at the resort. And again, you're going to hear this and you're going to be like, ma'am, this sounds like you can't afford it. Don't go. But first of all, mind your business about what's in my wallet. Check your wallet. But secondly, I could actually afford it. Can you afford it? Is the question. But the resort is expensive when it comes to food. Now, when I looked at reviews and people said like some of them spent like $500 a day, things like that, I'm like, there's just no way. Like, this is Mexico. Like, are we talking 500 pesos? For example, breakfast. Breakfast, we are Hilton, I think Gold, not a little above basic. With that, it comes with our American Express Platinum card. And so we got continental breakfast for free. So I guess we could have had free breakfast. However, we want real food, not just bread. So we upgraded. And to upgrade, it's $20 per person. And I think if you don't have like, the Hilton Gold or whatever, it's $40 per person for breakfast. I guess it's a buffet style, so it's all you can eat. But like, I mean, it wasn't like that many options here. The food there was good, but there's not several options that you're picking from. There's still a lot of bread. They have like they're cooking like different options. Like sometimes it's omelets, sometimes it's quesadillas, but it's like whatever they have, like they're cooking that day, which changes on a daily basis. So our first day, we liked it because we could get an omelet. The second day, they didn't have an omelet. They had like a quesadilla thing. So it just kind of depends. But, it's $20 per person. So you're already spending $40 each day for breakfast. If you have Hilton Gold, $80 each day if you don't have any sort of Hilton level. So that's breakfast. And for like snacks and eating by the pool, because of course you're sitting out in the sun, you need to eat. They give you water, so that, is taken care of. If you're getting drinks, I think drinks probably like $20+ per drink, even on like a basic drink. So, those can add up really quickly. And then like snacks, like I think what pissed me off the most, to be quite honest, which was still the food was good, but like I think French fries were like $16. And I think the quesadilla, it was like $16. And I think the tacos were like 20 something dollars there. A taco in Mexico, like dollars here. Like, to me, it's just insane. It's like in the US, I don't even spend $20 on a taco there. Why am I spending $20 on a taco here? And I know y'all aren't paying $20 for this taco. So to me, I'm like, that's why I'm saying you could say like, girl, maybe you just couldn't afford to be there. Maybe that's the case. But for me, if I'm going to spend money, I want it to be worth it and kind of understand a little bit about the value that I'm getting here. And it was just overpriced. It's just so expensive, unnecessarily expensive. That's what I'll say. And you'll read these reviews and people have all these tricks and things you can do, bring snacks, eat nuts, granola bars, protein bars. For me, it's just like, just don't go here. Just don't go here. Like, why are you struggling on vacation like this? Like, I'm not doing any of that. So for us, we're like, we're just gonna eat here and then we'll go into town, eat our snacks here and go into town for our main meals. And that's why on the last night we were supposed to go into town and we were just so tired of like going back and forth. We're like, we're just going to order room service, which was cheaper, than ordering, like going to the restaurant, because the restaurants there are just so expensive. I know. So you're probably saying, girl, you can't afford it. Just don't go here. That's why you didn't enjoy it. But I think that's true. I think if you're like looking in some ways, like I can afford it, but I'm not the type of person who just wants to like go and just throw my money away just to throw it. Like, I'm still looking at the price. If you're someone who doesn't look at the price and you're just like, charge the card, I don't want to see it, then that's different. But if you're someone who's like, oh, this is something special, I want to, splurge a little, luxurious, I want you to get, money's worth. And I felt like we spent so much money, but it wasn't like worth it. And we've been to other luxurious places where it was worth it to spend that money. And you're already, again, just through the room, it's like $2,000 a night. So like, if on the meals, then you're spending like $400, $500 maybe a day if you're eating all your meals there for two people. And if you, especially if you consume a lot of alcohol, like it just adds up where you probably could have got something better, I'm assuming. So we'll see. But food is definitely expensive. We definitely went off the resort, and the food in Cabo is really good. So it's worth it to go off the resort a little bit to experience some food. But I will say Cabo generally is probably similarly priced to like eating in the US. Cancun, I feel like, there's a lot more cheaper stuff. Again, I'm sure you could search and people are like, did you go down this little alley in this street to find this place? No, I did not. But again, if you're looking for easy, then I feel like Cabo is similarly priced to like food in the US. But that resort food, it's going to cost you. So just be prepared, because we were like, oh, we're fine. We're fine. It's, it's a resort. We'll figure it out. Like, fine. But it just hurts. Like, it just hurts to swipe the card. I mean, they charge you to the room, but it just hurts a little. You're like, those fries are $16? Jesus, don't put the price on there. So things add up really quickly. So just saying. Another thing to add of what makes the cost of this resort so expensive when it comes to the food, which adds up, is the fees. There is I believe a 20% service charge on every bill, and another, I can't remember what it is. Maybe it's like 10, 11% or something like that surcharge. I don't even know what that charge is for every bill. I think the service charge is tip. I'm not quite sure what it is. Maybe that's why there's such good service. But there's also, every time you check out, right, the ability to add more tip, things like that, very American style. And so to me, again, it annoys me because it just takes away every time you're like checking out and they're like, and there's the tip. It just takes away from my vacation. I have to do so much thinking now. I think the surcharges are just like ridiculous. On every bill, it's like a 20% one and there's 11% one. And so those add up pretty quickly. I think that's on your stay as well too. They have those surcharges. So those percentages add up, and it's on every single bill. So every time you check out, it'll be there. So I think you may be a little shocked, or surprised at the end when you get your bill, because you're like, oh, whoa, this is a little more expensive. Yeah, you make sure you add in that 20% service charge, and then I can't remember what the other one, 11, 12% resort fee that's added onto every bill, plus any, of course, tips that you add on there as well. Probably should confirm if that 20% is a tip or not. We just did cash for a lot of that, for a lot of the tipping parts, but I think at least some of it is considered a tip. I don't know, but just make sure you keep that in mind when you're adding things up of like what your bill, so you're prepared for what your bill will look like, because those definitely add to the money that you're spending, which is why it can look very overpriced at the end of your stay. Next up is the service. Now, when it comes to the service, I understand why people rank this resort so highly. To me, it still ain't worth the money. Like, let me serve myself. But it's not worth the $2,000 a night. But I admit the service, they go above and beyond. And I just love the little touches that they do for everything. So when you go onto the resort, not only it's just beautiful that you're seeing, you go in and see. They offer you a welcome drink, whether alcoholic or non-alcoholic drink they offer you. And then, you sit and you relax as they help you check in. As soon as you step into the resort, you're on vacation vibes. And so I loved and appreciate that. Your room, they have turn down service and room service. Room cleaning and turn down service. So they come in twice at the end of the night. I loved that they put flowers on our bed. They put our robes out, slippers. They put a little, snack at the side of our table, little cookies, which I absolutely love because I'm a dessert person. They give you a fridge. The drinks in the fridge are, for you to take with, free of charge. So that's lovely. All that is just, really makes you feel welcomed. They have a little happy hour every day, around I think 6 o'clock or so. 4 to 6, I think, is the time where they come to your room and they give you chips and guac. It's fresh guac. It's really, really good. And then some beers, Corona beers, I believe. And I think, we don't really drink beer, but I think you can tell them and they'll give you something else. We were fine. We drink water. So we were fine. There was water in the fridge. But those little touches were just really, really nice. I really loved that. When you are at the pool, They, they put the towels down for you to lay out. They help you find somewhere to sit, which is really nice of them. And there was chairs available. I don't know if we did go in off season, so I don't know what happens if they're not available. But there looked like there were plenty of beds and chairs, and so it's very relaxing. They set everything up for you. They give you like a little tin can of cold water when they come, and it's it's just the service is there. They're very come in very timely manner, come in and check on you. All those little things are really, really nice. When you check out, they make it pretty seamless, pretty easy for you to pay your bill. Okay. And then they give you water to go to the car ride, for the airport, which is really nice. And they give you like a little gift. I can't even remember what was in the gift. I think I ate it. I think it was cookies. It was cookies. Yeah, it was really good. They give you like a little gift to go, which was like cookies, which was so nice. Oh, speaking of gifts, in the room they give you a gift. See, they give you like a little touch. They give you like a little, I'll have to find it. It's like a heart. Okay, they give you a nice little ornament. It's a heart. I think it's very common for Waldorf Astoria. They're known for their little ornaments. I'm not sure if they're always hearts, but they give you that to take home, put on your tree or wherever. Super cute. And then they do give you a nice, bottle of tequila to take home or to drink there. So those just little details, attention to detail, I love. Like I really, really do love it. It really does make a difference of your stay. It really makes you feel special. It really does make you feel relaxed. So I appreciate those little touches. I really do. So all those things added together, I would say those could potentially make it worth staying here. So that's why we loved our stay, but I think just it being so overpriced for everything kind of took away from it. So overall, would we stay here again? Likely no, mainly because I think whenever people pay for a resort that's all-inclusive, you're trying to put all the money up front, and so you understand why it's a little more expensive. With Waldorf Astoria, it is not all-inclusive, but it still has the price point of a lot of all-inclusive luxury resorts in Cabo. And then just because the food was just so overly priced, to me, didn't make sense, especially for what you were buying, like French fries, tacos, things like that. I just felt like you were just throwing money to throw money. Like if you're spending a lot of money, you're getting like, some high-end meals here, that's different. But I just felt like it was overpriced for no reason. And so, no, I feel like there's other places out there that are probably in the same price point that are just as luxurious that we could try out. Let me know if you have any recommendations, if you've been somewhere before that you think we'd like based on our style. But overall, we probably wouldn't stay here again. It was a good time, good experience, but, want to get, we want to feel like we got the value for our money. But hopefully that was helpful for you in case you were thinking of going there. I know a lot of people go here for like honeymoons, big events, things like that. And I really want you to make sure you're prepared and ready before you go there. So of course, thanks for joining. And of course, as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can continue to follow along on our next journey and our next trip, which we're going on really soon. I'm super, super excited to show you. This is a big trip, tons of reviews coming your way. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out. See you soon.